I'm a self-taught nail artist and today is nail day. I've decided that today we're doing our nails. I've only attempted our nails once before, so you could say I am very excited. All right, let's get into it. I'm just removing my old color with my safety carbide bit, and then I'm gonna sand the rest of the color off near the edges and also roughen up my nail with our sanding band and file and shape my nails. I love a shape between almond and oval. Push my cuticles back, get my cuticle bit, get off all that dead skin, and then I'm gonna take my scrub brush with alcohol and remove any excess dust that's on my nails. These are my natural nails, and to get nails this long, I use Luminary Nail Systems products. I use their primer, base coat, and sometimes their top coat. I start by painting a thin coat of the primer and let that dry for a minute. Then with the base coat / builder gel, I'm gonna paint a thin layer on my nail, and then without curing, I'm gonna go in with a bigger bead of the same product, start at my cuticle, and kind of wiggle it to the edge as you saw me do. Now I'm going in with 2 coats of vintage lace from D&D Gel. I also love D&D Gel's products for gel colors, and I love this as a base color if I don't want something super pink. And now for our nails, I use eyeshadow. It's like a little hack that a lot of people I feel like know of, but some people don't. I'm gonna do pink on my left hand. I did do a matte top coat last time I did this because that's what people said to do to have the eyeshadow stick, but this time I tried it a different way. After I did my color, I just started to put the eyeshadow on the tacky layer from my color, and I feel like this way actually worked a little bit better. The eyeshadow had something to stick to, so I could really get a good color on there. On my right hand, I did bright orange R nails. I've seen pink and orange as a color combo before, and I love it. Also, I've never done my 2 hands differently, which I know is a big thing right now, and I actually love it so much. It helps me not get as bored of my nails. After finishing with the eyeshadow, I use my favorite top coat from Amazon and cuticle oil, of course. This one's my favorite as well, and they actually turned out so perfectly. I love them. It's so bright and fun for summer. Also simple enough for my liking that I feel like I will not get bored of them. And that's all for nail day.
This is how I get great nails at home, and this is what my nails look like before. I start off with using a cuticle remover and pushing my cuticles back. This removes most everything, but anything left over I gently trim before pushing them back one final time with an oil. Then I add the OPI Repair Mode Serum. This will literally transform your nails if they're damaged from gel or acrylics. Then I use a buffing block to even out my nails. For my base coat, I use OPI Nail Envy, which makes your nails so strong. I also use OPI Nail Envy in the shade Bubble Bath with 3 coats. With 4 coats of Nail Envy, I'm pretty sure your nails are unbreakable. I finish with the Essie Gel Couture top coat, cuticle oil, and hand cream for added hydration, and this is the final result.
Here's how you're gonna master the perfect gel manicure at home. First, you're gonna find the largest pair of shoes you can find. Just kidding. First, we're gonna file our nails. I like to use this kind. You can get them in a big pack on Amazon. I used to love the look of long nails, but I feel like short nails just feel more like me. Next, we're gonna do cuticles. This is the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover, and I'm just gonna apply a generous amount. Should look like this. Use this tool to push back my cuticles and remove any excess skin on my nail bed. I found the key to your cuticles is not to cut them. I find that the more that you cut them, the more jagged and kind of just gross looking they come back. Next, we're gonna buff our nails. This part is the most important because how well you buff the nails is gonna determine how long the gel will stay on your nails. This is essentially giving the gel something to grip to. Now I'm gonna apply this Nail Prep Dehydrator. And this basically just makes sure that your nails are totally dry and ready for the polish. You just put a little bit on. I like to apply these UV blocking gloves just to protect myself from the nail lamp that we're gonna use. I've got my base coat, structure gel, polish, and then my no wipe top coat. Apply a thin coat of my base coat, cure that for 30 seconds. Next, we're gonna use a thin coat of structure gel. This part is optional. I like it because it gives a little bit of added strength to my nails. Now I'm gonna do 2 coats of this Amely gel polish, and this is the color 019. Then last step, we're gonna use this no wipe top coat. And that is all there is to it. These will last up to a month with no chipping. Love this color, and I think these turned out really well.
If you want to start saving money and doing your nails at home, then this tutorial is for you. I'm going to show you how to get the perfect at-home gel manicure on a budget. The most important part of this tutorial is going to be the prep of the nail. I use a cuticle remover from Sally Hansen and let that sit for about 15 seconds before I go in with my cuticle pusher. I like to use the flat side of this tool to help get rid of excess skin that grows on my nail bed. You can see how much dead skin is coming out, which is kind of crazy because I do this every week, but my cuticles cuticles grow so quickly. Next, taking a sharp cuticle trimmer, we're gonna cut our cuticles. You wanna make sure you're only cutting the white part, which is the dead skin. I make sure to take my time doing this because I don't wanna cut my skin at all. I love this step because it makes my nails look really clean. Now I'm gonna remove any debris or oils that are laying on the nail bed with some acetone and a lint-free wipe. These lint-free wipes are essential so the fibers don't stay on your nail and your polish can go on smooth. Moving on to the first step in the gelish system, we're gonna use the pH bond to dehydrate the nails so that the polish can stick to it better. The second step is the base coat, and I'm applying a thin layer all over my nail and making sure not to get it on my skin to prevent lifting. I cure this coat for 50 seconds, but follow the directions of whatever base coat you're using. Next, I'm going in with my color and I'm making sure to work in very thin layers. This is a super sheer color, so I expect to do about 3 coats, but most polishes I can get away with 2 coats. Again, I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds and I'll repeat the same steps for the second and third coat. Now I'm going in with the last step of the gelish system, it's the top coat. Again, I'm making sure to work in a really thin layer and avoiding my skin. Since this is the last step, I like to cure it for 90 seconds to make sure that everything is sealed in. After that, take another lint-free wipe with acetone. I'm finishing everything up with some cuticle oil, and this one is my favorite by C&D. I like to massage it into my skin, and doing these steps always makes my manicure look like I got them done at a salon.
It's nail day, and this might possibly be the most chaotic nail day I've had this far. I set out with the confidence that this was actually going to be the best nail day so far. I mean, I did my prep beautifully. I tried so hard. And then pay attention to this little solo cup sinking in the background. The acetone literally ate through my little cup. So that's how it started. Had to clean up my little cup in the counter and then get a plastic bowl and hope that the acetone wasn't going to eat through that. And then I got back to prepping my nails like normal. That's the protein bond I use. I do dehydrate my nails before I use this protein bond. And then these are the tips that I use. I saw someone say to write the little numbers of your sizes in the box. And once I did that, I loved that I didn't have to keep remeasuring my nails every time I got my tips out. But I etched the inside to make sure that they would adhere just a little bit better. Glued them all down, and then it was time for shaping. I'm more of an almond galley myself. Oh, also I am in the last book of the ACOTAR series. So I was reading that while I was doing my nails. So this was the inspo I was going for. I really liked that like ombre effect, but I didn't have that bottom purple. It was more like a pinky purple. So I had, this is like the closest purple I had, and then I had this really pretty red that I thought would work. And then once I got it done on my thumb, I decided I hated it. So I was like, okay, let's try pink and red, see if that helps. And then I did that, also hated that. And so you know what I did? I just took it all off. You know when you're afraid to tell the nail lady that you hate it? I am my nail lady, and I was still afraid to say I hated it because at this point I was like 2.5 hours into this nail day. So I decided on this like blue design that I had seen on Pinterest and saved to one of my nail boards. So it was like 3 of the nails are solid and then 2 of the nails have this like double French tip kind of thing going on. And I actually like doing designs on my nails, but my patience was wearing so thin by this point. So I finished my left hand top coat, then I did my right hand top coat, all done.
If you want to do your nails at home super easy, you need this kit. I've been doing my nails at home for 5 years now, and this is by far the best kit for the best price for the best quality. It's the Gel and Nail Extension Kit. It's $20 on Amazon. It comes in a day if you have Prime. This is everything that's included. It's basically like Gel X, but at home, and like I love it. It comes with a dehydrator and primer, which can be so expensive to buy by themselves. Then there's the full-length tips. I normally get the medium almond, but they have so many different like lengths and styles. So whatever one's like your vibe, like you can buy a kit and it'll have all the same stuff. It's just this changes. Buffer block. I love this buffer block. My old one, because I've gotten this kit a couple times before, it's like literally ripped in half because I used it so much. This nail file. My favorite nail file. There's an extend gel, which is what you put under the full-length tips to make them stick. And then a top coat. There she is. I like this one because it's no wipes. Some top coats, they can be a little bit tacky. This one, no. It also comes with one of these clips. So like if you want to put it on your nail when you put it under. Personally, I don't ever use these, but I know people that do, and they say it's helpful. And then last, a mini nail light. This one's pink on the inside. My old one wasn't. That made me so happy. But this is really good compared to the big nail lights for when you're doing these full-length tips because it's way easier to put under. But yeah, this is not sponsored. I'm not getting paid. Like, this is just solely because I love this nail kit and I want other people to know how good this nail kit is. So yeah, in conclusion, if you are somebody who does your nails at home already, wants to start doing your nails at home, literally anything, this is what you want to get. Start with this. Trust.
I've been doing my own nails for 2 years, and these are 5 things I would never do. I never leave my hands unprotected when I'm using a nail lamp. I always use sunscreen or my favorite UV protective gloves. I never leave gel on my skin because that can lead to skin irritation or potential gel allergy, so I always make sure to remove excess gel with acetone before curing. I don't only use a small curing lamp to do my nails, I use it to temporarily cure my nails, and then I use a big nail lamp to make sure it's fully cured. I don't attach colored nails or nails with designs with gel because the pigment won't let the gel cure completely, which could lead to potential gel allergies. And lastly, I make sure to cure each layer of gel polish at least 30 to 60 seconds so that I don't leave any gel uncured. And a bonus tip is to try out this gel if you still have any sensitivities. It contains less than 1% of HEMA. I hope this helps, and let me know if you want a tutorial on these.
Okay guys, this is the highly requested how I do my nails at home. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna try and be as detailed as possible. I started off by clipping my nails and then I buff them so then the tips will stay on a lot better. You can skip this process completely if your nails are already long. Mine were long beforehand, but I needed to start over. Once they're glued on there, I will clip them and file them to the shape I want. Today I'm doing almond, and I usually always do almond. This is probably the most tedious part of this entire process, is filing them and shaping them. I also like to file them close to my nail bed as possible, so then when we put on the builder gel, it's as flat as possible and you don't have a weird bump, if that makes sense. After you've filed them and buffed them to make them super smooth, you're going to brush off the excess, and then this is where we go in with the builder gel. What you're going to do is apply a base coat of the builder gel to your entire nail and then get a bead of the builder gel and do swiping motions to create an apex. Apex is going to make your nails super strong, and it's also going to give your nail that curved look so you don't have that bump between your nail bed and the tip, if that makes sense. Once you're done with that, you're just going to file them to make them smooth again and brush off the excess, and then we're going in with color. Today I'm doing aura nails, so I chose 2 colors of blue. Here I am applying the first shade of blue. I applied 2 coats of this and cured them both times, and then I applied a super thin coat of blooming gel. This is going to create the aura effect, and then I went in with a lighter blue and just put a dot, and then it spreads out naturally because of the blooming gel. So I just did that on the rest of my nails, and then after that is done, you apply a top coat and you are done. I also want to add that I did cure between each step, so make sure you do that because I didn't show it in this video, but I love these so much. I think they turned out so cute. These should last me like 3 weeks with no chipping, but yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions.
Let's do a full set of gel extensions at home.
I'm just using a metal cuticle pusher. The goal is not to scrape off your cuticles right now, it's just to push this skin back. I'm going to start filing off the cuticle with this bit. I don't have a lot of skin here, so you might be filing off more, but I'm just going in one direction around the edge just to file any cuticle off. And then you can also file the skin around your nail too, just to make it a little smoother. Just scrape some rubbing alcohol on. Set my dehydrator, so I'm going to take 100% acetone, a little bit of alcohol, and just rub that on my nails. And that's what they're looking like after prep. So I am going to be using the D&D soft gel tip products. So I have the full medium almond tips. Taking the tip primer, and I'm just going to put it on the back side of each nail. I'm also going to put that on my nails. I'm painting a very thin layer of the glue onto my nails, and I'm going to cure that for just like 30 seconds. Taking the glue again, and I'm going to paint a thin layer down to where I think my nail will end. Also going to scrape some to get it to pool at the front. Apply it like that. Wait until it gets all the way to the end, and then flash cure. Okay, that's what that looks like, and as you can see, I left that little gap right there. That's completely fine. And scrape. For the D&D gel, after they're all on, you have to cure them for 40 seconds, but check the instructions of your glue because it may need to be longer. Now I'm going to do this hand. and I'm shaping them into an almond, so I like to just basically make them coffin and then round them out. I'm going to go in with my mandrel bit and just buff off the shiny layer. I basically just do a light buff over the whole thing, and then I'm gonna start at the side and go again in one direction and try and blend the nail with my natural nail. Rubbing alcohol on them again just to get rid of the dust. I'm gonna take that same glue and I'm gonna paint a thin layer, and then I'm gonna fill in that gap that I left. So I'm basically using this glue as kind of a builder gel. I'm going to take a lint-free cotton pad and some rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to get rid of that sticky layer that's on top. Oh, what we're looking like. So good. Now we are ready to paint, my favorite part.
Hey, here's how I do my nails at home. Our first step is nail prep, so I'm going to go in with the Sally Hansen cuticle remover on all my nails. This will make sure there's no dead skin in the way and the nails can last as long as possible. Then I'm going to buff them out and dehydrate them with some acetone. For nail tips, I love the company Nails Cat, and today we're going to use the medium almond. And before we do anything else, I'm going to size out the nail, make sure it fits, and then I'm going to use my drill to etch the inside of that nail. Next, I'm putting the Young Nails Protein Bond on all my nails. This is the best primer ever, I swear by it. And then I'm going to do a thin coat of builder gel in a bottle and cure for 30 seconds. Then I add some builder gel to the back side of the nail, press it down on my nail, and flash cure for 15 seconds, and when they're all on, I cure for a full 60. Using my e-drill, I'm going to blend the extension into my natural nail and then put acetone and that primer on the edge, and that's going to seal the cuticle and help them stay on so much longer. And my favorite rubber base coats are also from Nails Cat. I'm just going to use this shade Shimmery on a few of my nails. I think it's the perfect color to go under a design or a French tip. And I also love their polished colors, so I'll be sure to tag them in the caption. Make sure you're curing every coat for a full 60 seconds or whatever's recommended for that gel. Then I went ahead and did the other hand, and I'm so sorry, but the design was a bit of trial and error, so I didn't really get to record, but here's the finished look. I loved these so much. But thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.
This is how I get my nails from stubs to dubs. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for that. Here are my ugly nails before, and then we go in with cuticle remover. This is honestly a game changer. I'm pretty sure this one is expired, but it still worked. Look at my nails. Okay, wait 5 to 10 minutes. Smelled horrible. This is me showing you my new tattoo. This is how it looks when it sits. It's disgusting a little bit, and then you just scrape it off. I had to reread directions because I'm telling you without actually knowing. Then you go in and wash your hands because you got to get all that shit off. Hi. Then I wash my hands with like lukewarm water, and they look so much better without those cuticles. And then we go in with the filer. I've been into a round shape recently, so I just go around every nail, shaping them into what I want. These are the products I use after Formula 2 and this nail oil. These are what they look like after, like slay.
Learning how to do my own at-home gel manicures has definitely been a game changer for me. I've saved so much money, and if I mess up, I can't blame anyone else but myself. This is everything that I do step by step, start to finish, to make sure that they last for at least 2 weeks and they look pretty decent. I like to lay everything out so that way I don't have to get up and go grab things while I'm doing my nails, because that's really frustrating. And then I go through the colors, pick out what I want, get the last minute things together, and then I can get started. Oh, and I also like to make sure I have proper ventilation in my house because these products can smell pretty strong. So I open some windows and put on a mask. Luckily, I didn't have any polish on my nails that I needed to take off. That saved me a lot of time, so I just filed my nails, shaped them as best as I could. They are pretty short right now because I'm a nail picker, but we're just going to ignore that. And then I applied this Sally Hansen cuticle remover. I love this stuff. You just let it sit on your nails for like 15 seconds, and then you go in and push back your cuticles. And I also like to take some cuticle nippers to get the excess cuticle and dead skin off. And then I take a nail buffer. I'm pretty sure mine was a little bit too coarse, but I took the nail buffer and buffed off any shine that was left on my nails to make sure that the product adheres to them very well. And then I take a dehydrator and apply this to my nails. Once that dries, I apply the primer, and you just want to make sure that you don't get any of these products on your skin because your skin can have a reaction, and it also doesn't feel good. It burns really bad. I always wear gloves to protect my skin from the light that cures the nails as well. Now that all the prepping is done, which is the most important part to make sure that your manicure lasts, I went in with the base coat from D&D Gel and I cured that before going in with this ASP Builder Gel. I love using builder gels. I feel like it makes my nails very strong and they last so much longer. The colors that I chose for today were very neutral. I just wanted something simple that was going to look clean. So I went in with 2 coats of D&D Q cute bunny and 1 coat of perfect nude after that. And of course, after each layer, I made sure to cure it under the light. I know for me, initially, it felt very expensive to start doing my own nails because I had to invest in all of the equipment and the polishes and the tools that I needed, but it paid off very quickly. And you can also buy starter kits, which are a lot cheaper than getting everything individually. Anyways, once I was all done, I applied some top coat. Mine is a no wipe top coat, so that's really nice. And then I did some cuticle oil and I was all done. I should also mention that I'm not a nail expert. I'm not a professional nail tech or anything like that. These are just things that I've learned along the way through trial and error and watching other people's videos that really work for me. If you are a professional or you do your own nails too, comment any tips that you have that can be helpful.
Here's how I do my Gel X nails at home. First, start by prepping your nails. I use cuticle remover to get rid of excess dead skin, push back my cuticles, and buff out my nail beds. Use an alcohol wipe to get rid of any dust or oils. Next, size your nails. You want it to fit sidewall to sidewall. If you're in between sizes, pick the bigger one and you can file it down. Now taking the Beetles nail glue, I'm applying a thin layer to all my nails and curing for about 30 seconds. Now with the same nail glue, I'm applying some to the inside of the nail tips and adding a small bead of gel at the bottom. When applying the nail, you want to go at a 45-degree angle and cure under a spot curing lamp. Make sure there's no air bubbles and you're covering the entire nail with the gel glue and flash cure each nail for 15 seconds. Then do a final cure for about a minute to make sure the gel is fully cured. Next, I'm just cutting them down, shaping them, and buffing the nail out to remove the shine. I'm going in with another alcohol pad to wipe off any dust, and now you're ready to paint. I'm gonna apply 2 coats of the gel polish and cure for 30 seconds in between each coat. Now just finishing off using a top coat and curing for a final 60 seconds. And now you're all set. I hope this helps you guys and make sure to follow for more.
Okay, y'all, today's the day I show you guys how I do my nails from home. Everything I use is from Amazon and it's all in my storefront if you're interested. I start off by filing down my nails with this drill. This just helps the glue to hold better. Give them a little dust, and then this is my nail collection. I use these opera nails when I'm too lazy to shape or paint. These are a nice square nail. These suck, okay? I like the shape, but it doesn't stay on good. And then these are coffin. This was my favorite. I'm out of a size because 4 of my fingers are the same size. Today I am using the square and I'm just sizing all of them, and then you're supposed to go in with a primer and a dehydrator, but I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. The primer, I mean, yeah, maybe it protects my nails, but it makes them fall off so much quicker, so I just skip that step. I go straight to the dehydrator. It just strips your nails of all the oils, and then I'm filing them to make sure it's like a perfect fit. You want it to fit wall to wall. And then I'm taking this drill bit and kind of like filing down the inside so that way it has a better grip. And then I'm doing a thin layer of glue on my nails, a thin layer on the fake nail, and I'm putting a little bead at the bottom, curing my nails for about 15 seconds. And then you want to apply the nail like this at an angle, round almond shape. And then this is one of my favorite parts. I take another drill bit and I go around the edges just to make sure when my nail grows out it's going to be seamless. This also just files down any spillover glue. And then I'm buffing my nails, prepping them to paint them, because if you don't buff it, the nail polish is just going to slide around everywhere. I'm going in with this nice brown color since it's pretty much fall already. I'm doing the first coat and then curing them for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do another coat and cure that for a whole minute. Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing any fun designs. I usually always do a French tip, but I just didn't feel like it today. And then I'm going in with the top coat. You want to be careful with this. I thought I couldn't fuck up top coat because it's clear, but if you put too much on, your fingernails will look chunky. Okay, and then I'm curing that, and that's the finished product. Yeah!
I do my own press-ons at home, and here is everything I use. I don't care what anyone has to say. Almond Short is always in for me. I use these jelly tips, and in order to paint them, you have to make them ashy, dusty, crusty. You have to give the gel something to grip onto. And before you apply them, make the inside ashy too. They last longer that way. I'm a girl who's allergic to everything, including gel, which is why I paint the nails on this stand thing. It looks like it has chewed up gum, but I promise you it's not. When I started doing my own nails, I became acquainted with Amazon. I saw that I can get gel polishes for like 10 bucks, and I felt like I was robbing the store. So I get my gel polishes and my liners from there because I like to pretend like I'm a little artist on my nails. As for glue, I need ultra strength because I'm not trying to do my nails over and over again. I'm trying to live a peaceful life. At this point, this nail drill is ancient, but she's still putting in that work. She's one of my elite employees, and honestly, I don't know what's in this bottle, but it says prep, and so I prep before I put on my press-ons. This is probably the cheapest top coat you can ever find. Do I recommend it? I don't know. I just love myself a good deal. And make sure to buy a really good lamp because you need to run away from uncured gel. And now I don't ever have to go back to a nail salon.
My base. Once you finish painting, wait a couple seconds, but not too long, and then flash cure it because it'll keep blooming. Moving on, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the blooming gel on this finger as well. Now I'm using cedar brown, and I'm going to try and make it look like marble. Okay, same thing on this one, blooming gel on the tip. I wanted this one to look like snakeskin, so I'm just using my dotting tool, and it works best if you do it in this exact order, like one on the bottom, two on the sides, and then one on top. It just makes it look better. I don't know. That looks so cool. This one is getting a full coat of blooming gel. And then I'm using the color Silky Beats, and I'm going to create that same kind of crocodile print that I did on the index finger, so just painting lines. I feel like I could be better at this because they're not that straight. Like, I don't know. Could be better. Blooming gel is very forgiving, so it kind of fixes it and it still looks really cool. Okay, now we're back to the ring finger, and I'm doing a full layer of blooming gel, and I'm gonna do like a cut off flower, so I just use my brush and basically make a dot and drag it down, and then I do that for the others and drag it kind of to the center, and it makes a little flower. So cute. And then I use that same Silky Beats color, and I'm just putting dots in the center. I think it's still uncured right now. Then I cured that. Moving on to the middle finger, there's no blooming gel here. I'm just painting white lines to kind of give it that zebra look. Okay, the thumb was actually like, are you kidding me? Hello? The aura though, that took so long to like expand. I really need a different method for that, but okay, bye guys.
Y'all, so I'd rather be tanning right now, but it's raining outside, so I'm gonna do my nails. I ripped them all off. Don't look, literally they're so bad. I did have my purple chrome nails on, but I got a little bored of them. I've only had them for 2 weeks, but I can redo them whenever I want, so I'm just gonna show you how I do it. Okay, so first I turn on some Love Island. My nails are like super like beat up and stuff, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is like file them all down on the top, like buff them out. This is the bit that I'm using, and the start time is 12:25. Okay, I finished just like buffing my nails on the top, and now I'm just gonna cut them down. And the last set of nails that I did on myself was my first time ever doing my own nails, so I kind of thought it was pretty good for my first time. Okay, after I just cut and filed like my real nails, I need to pick out a color. Just for y'all that are asking how these turned out, this is what they look like. I just did a ring of like one of my box of colors, a ring of my other box of colors, and then a ring of like design, like examples, like what it would look like for like a star, like just like a bunch of different like designs. Okay, it was one of these reds I did on one of my friends, and it looked so good. I think it was this red. I kind of just want to do like red. I don't know why. I'm feeling like red. Okay, nail prep is the most important part. So I'm using this to remove my cuticles. Just use like this kind of like pusher backer thing to like push back my cuticles after putting that stuff on it. Finished with my cuticles, I'm going in with this nail prep and then also some nail bond, which this is all in my Amazon storefront. Now that I finished the dehydrator, I'm just going to pick out all my nail tips from this kit. Also my Amazon storefront. Okay, I changed where I like have the camera, but I just picked out all my nails, and I'm going to take this bit and then like etch the inside of every nail to kind of like make it more of like a rough surface that just helps it stick to your nail better. Okay, once I've done this at all the nails, I'm taking this nail glue and doing like a thin coat on all my nails and then going to cure it. It was kind of like confusing what I said, so I'm just gonna like show you what I mean. So dip in like the glue and then do like a thin layer inside where you like etched it. A thin layer because you don't want it to overflow or it's gonna like stain your nail. And then take like the leftover product and then scrape it on the end so there's like a little dollop of glue. And then under this lamp, I'm just gonna turn it on and then use this hand and start like this and carefully lay it down. But normally I'd be doing this under my lamp, but I'm just trying to show y'all. And then I'm gonna put it under the lamp. Okay, so I just finished like these two nails, and like this one, like no air bubbles, like smooth application. Don't look at my other nails. This one, a few air bubbles and stuff, like it shouldn't look like this. It should look like smooth, nice application. This one is kind of messed up because I was trying to like do it on camera, but okay, I'm gonna finish the rest. Starting on my other hand, it's 1:15 right now, so it took me 15 minutes to do this hand. This thumb just gave me so many issues, it's not even funny, but I think I finally got it to like be on at least a little bit, but this is my bad hand, so it's a lot harder. Okay, all my nails are glued on and they look pretty good, and now I'm going to use this, which is also my Amazon storefront, to just cut them down to the length I want before I file them. Okay, I just finished cutting them down. I didn't cut them down that much, but I'm going to file them a lot. And the next thing I'm going to do is like blend the sides and everything like really into my nail, so it's like flush into my nail and you can't like tell where it separates. So I'm using this gel bit, and I'm just gonna like go around the edges. It's also 1:30. Okay, I finished going with like this bit all around my nails. It kind of took a while, but now I'm gonna use acetone to like kind of make them flush with my actual nail. So I have this dish with acetone and then just this like flat acetone brush, and I just take some, wipe the excess, and then start from the cuticle and then just brush down my nail. You can be messy with it, doesn't really matter, but it just like melts the plastic a little bit to like make it more like look like your nail. This is one of the best hack like I've ever seen for nails. Like it works so well. Okay, putting the acetone just makes them like so much more like flush like with your skin. It's just so much better. And now I'm just gonna take this file, which is also linked to my Amazon storefront, and then just file them to like what shape and length that I want. And it's 1:45. Okay, it's 1:53 and I finished this hand. I think it looks pretty good, and now I have to file this hand. Okay, time check, it's 2 o'clock. Just finished filing all my nails, and I'm gonna start with the base coat and then paint the color and then the top coat. Okay, another thing that I forgot to say is I'm just gonna use this bit on like the underside of my nails just to kind of clean it up. Yeah, I just finished my first hand and they look so good. Like I'm actually proud. I'm gonna do this one and I'll be right back. Time check, it's 2:19. Okay, I just finished and I added this cuticle oil. Any cuticle oil works, but I think they look so good. Like, okay, sorry, this is probably the longest video I'll ever post. But yeah, here's them up close. Yeah, that's how I do my nails. It's 2:35, so it's actually not that bad. Like 2.5 hours. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed and learned some things about how I do my nails. I hate not having my nails done. I just hate the way my hands look without them. But I also hate getting my nails done. Sitting there for 2 or 3 hours, the anxiety I get just sitting there drives me insane. So now I do my own nails. I've been doing them for 2 years now, and it takes me 10-15 minutes, and they last me 3 weeks. So I'm gonna show you what I do. I promised I would make this video for my friends because they all get their nails done and complain. So I'm trying to get them to switch over. You really only need 3 things. One of them is a good press-on nail brand. My favorite is the BT Art Box, but you just want to make sure you're getting a good fake nail that isn't flimsy. Another essential is a very good nail glue. This is the best one I found. I know it went viral on here. It is the Beauty Secrets nail glue. It will make my nails last 3 weeks if you do your nails properly. Okay, so the first thing I do, and it takes the longest, is just sizing the nail. It can't be too small. If you feel it like putting pressure on your nails, that means it's just gonna pop off, but you also don't want it to be too big and over your actual nail bed, because that can also make it pop off. So perfect nail size is important. I will lay my nails out like this so I know exactly which finger they're going on. This comes with a little cuticle pusher. I don't know the real name of it, but I just push all of that extra cuticle skin back. Okay, cuticles are pushed back. You wanna buff your nail, make it really rough and gritty so that glue and that nail just really get in there and stick to your actual nail. Bottom line. So then you wanna make them look really gross and rough. These come with an alcohol pad. I also think this is very important. Just get really in there. Fake nail, drop of glue on the nail, a few drops in the center of your actual nail. You don't want to go to the edges because when you smash this nail into this one, that glue is going to spread out. I hold it for like a good 20 seconds just to be sure. This is more affordable. It's less time consuming than going to get your nails done. I think it's better for your nails. Also, I always tell this to my friends, if you have your nails done and it breaks at an event, you're screwed. You have a broken nail. But with one of these, if it pops off, bring your glue with you, pick it up, glue it right back on. Or just pack some extras if for whatever reason you can't find it. Little sneak peek. They're so good. They're so good. And the story ends. For whatever reason, if you do get extra glue out, just don't touch it, because if you touch it and then get it on the top of the nail, it ruins the look of the top of the nail. So just leave it alone. I will just like file it off my actual like skin like this. Comes right off. Drop on the fake nail, real nail. Love, love, love. Last finger. So just to make it feel like a little salon experience, I am gonna go wash my hands, and then I always finish with a little bit of hand cream. Okay, I'm going in with, is it French or Frenchy? French. It's their Soothe and Comfort Hand Serum in scent Cashmere Vanilla. I feel like this is controversial, putting hand cream on right after, but it works for me. Here's a close-up of the nails. Other hand.
Nails that'll last me 2 to 3 weeks. I think they're like $10 to $20. Love. All of the nail stuff that I used, everything's on, and it's in my under nails if you want to check it out, if you need any of this stuff.
This is how I do my nails at home, since you guys have been asking about it. सबसे पहले एक filer लो and just file down your nails until they're dry and dead. We need to make sure that the surface is rough so the nail actually sticks to it. These are a pack of fake nails that I got from the Ras for like 200 something rupees. I'm just making sure to find the accurate size of my nail, and this is my Swarovski glue. I just have it, that's why I'm using it. It's actually pretty nice. Then just file down the nail at your desired size. I'm putting a white color on it. You can choose whatever you like, and that's it. That's how I do my nails at home. Bye bye.